Press the bell icon and never miss your dose of motivation when I upload my videos. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. So here is me celebrating 23 years of motivational speaking. It has been over 2 decades that I have been in the business of inspiring people, and I always say that I am the greatest beneficiary, not just of my talk but also of the experiences that I have with people on a daily basis. You know, sometimes in a month I interact with 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 people, and every human being brings to me a message that I needed to hear to sort something in my life and enhance it, just like my business is to do the same for them. So the question is, have you ever been speechless? Well, that's a difficult position for a motivational speaker, but if I think about it, there was only once in my career that I was speechless. And it's a difficult thing to get, first of all, a motivational speaker who's a woman to be tongue-tied. You know, there was one time many years ago, I was invited to do a motivational workshop for this whole institute, this whole community of visually impaired people, of people who could never see. These are people who were born blind, and I was called to motivate them. And so, you know, I had prepared my talk for several days on how do you motivate and inspire somebody? How do you get them to see a vision when they have never seen with their eyes their whole life? So first of all, it was a very difficult preparation. You know, I was nervous, and before that, I had never met somebody who was blind, and I was traveling back to back for my workshops, so I didn't even have the time to go to the institute and chat up with somebody. Now imagine, it's the day of the workshop and I arrive at the community hall, and my audience is blind. And when I entered into the training hall, there were people already standing, and you know what, nobody had said that now Priya Kumar is walking in or please welcome her. They already stood up. They already were standing on the sides, and they knew me from the instant that I walked in. I was shocked, and there was this little girl who came up to me. Can you imagine? She cannot see, and yet she has located the speaker of the day. She walks up to me and she holds my leg with no word said, and she's just, you know, touching my hand, and I don't know what to do, and I'm stumped there, and I have this little beautiful girl who is holding my leg. And then there was another woman who walked up to me and she held both of my hands, and then she's feeling me up my arm, and you know what she says to me? She says, "You are so beautiful." Then there's another one person came and held my hands and said, "You are so beautiful." I mean, these people can see me. They are telling me how beautiful I am. They probably are expressing how beautiful the world is, and I have come there to inspire them. Really? I mean, when was the last time I held somebody's hand and said, "You are beautiful"? And it was not just 2 people, one by one. Everybody walked up to me, held my hand, and said such amazing things to me that whole experience is etched in my memory. And I was at a loss of words. What do you say to people like that? How do you inspire them? Do they really need motivation? And anybody who thinks that a visually impaired person has no perception of the world and is to be, pitied or felt sorry for just because they cannot see, I think they're truly mistaken. They can see more. They don't need eyes, and they can see a beauty which eyes cannot show, or eyes fall short to tell. And while everybody, you know, they held my hand, spoke to me, and when they went back and took their seats, that little girl was still holding my leg. You know, how could I walk? I just stood there like forever with her. And then one of the organizers came and they said, "Okay, let go." And that little girl walked with me. I tell you, I had no speech left. I had nothing to say, and I stood there speechless, and I just told the people, I have nothing to say to you. I have to learn. So I began to ask them questions, and those about 30 odd people, they spoke. That was the biggest motivational seminar I have ever done and attended. What did I tell them to inspire them? Nothing. I just asked them about their lives. I asked them, how do you see? And they said, we do. I can see you. You have long hair. You have beautiful almond-shaped eyes. Well, I don't have almond-shaped eyes, but almond-shaped eyes is what they saw. It was so touching. It was so amazing. And I realized, what does it take for me to approach somebody? Somebody has walked into my space. Am I even aware of that person's presence? Here, people look at you and don't notice. And these people were totally tuned into who has walked into my space. They had the the approach, the free-mindedness to go and speak to that person, no inhibition. What do we think? That people who have a physical disability are, introverted? No, they're not. They're embracing life. It's us who are introverted. It's not about the senses. It's not about the perception. It's about how you choose to see the world. That day was the most enriching day of my life, that I learned to see beyond the body, beyond what my eyes show me. Even till date, I hold that lesson, that interaction, that meaningful exchange, that presence of those beautiful people in my life as a lesson that I have always carried forward. If I ever meet you today, I will hold your hand in both my hands and tell you how beautiful you are. That's how I see you. It's not about what my eyes show me. It's not about what you have put forward for my visual experience. It's how I choose to perceive and see the world. And that is a choice they had. That is a choice I have. That is a choice every single person has. If what you see is ugly, it's not the state of the world. It's an internal state of mind. And those people, those audiences, they stumped me with their inner beauty. They stumped me with their zeal and passion for life. There was not a single complaint. There was not even a line of despair on their faces. They were full of smiles, eager to communicate, eager to participate, and so eager to live. And that workshop, I hardly spoke. But that workshop changed my life. And as a motivational speaker, I am the greatest beneficiary of my own job. I come back richer in every way possible. And that's why I say everybody should be a motivational speaker. And if you aspire to be one, you should watch my whole series, How to Be a Motivational Speaker. So I hope I added value. Thank you for staying connected. Thank you for the interaction. You, my friend, are beautiful.